on to the comments about the war on terror.
The world today is different. The world before September 11th, 2000. And it has impact as well it has rules. So now I like to imply the rules of today's problem. Terrorism is an evil action. There is nothing good in it. A terrorist is the devil himself. Those who are engaged in terrorism by the name of race, religion, or culture are doing harm to the cause they are fighting for. They are nothing but evil people. Terrorist attack on September 11th on the World Trade Center is an evil terrorist act, as nobody can justify such atrocities by any rational argument. Anybody who values human life and welfare should never be engaged in such a terrible activity. We are told that some Osama bin Laden, who was once upon a time allied to the US government, is responsible for this horrendous crime. If he is Muslim, certainly he cannot get involved in such murderous activity. Sensible people all over the world got shocked and could not believe their eyes when they saw on television the Twin Towers falling apart. How Osama bin Laden could have helped the Muslims by killing plus 2,000 innocent people by such a terrorism? Bin Ladens could be Muslims, Hindus or Christians, but no doubt they are most importantly terrorists if they have died. After September 11th attack on the Twin Tower, the USA initiated a great war against terrorism. Other countries has also supported the USA, and we all support this war provided it is carried out in right, earnest and with utmost fairness. It is noteworthy Muslims are being easily victims of this ideology of war against terror. Only in Afghanistan, in between 3,700 and 5,000 civilians have been killed and more than 18,000 bombs have been thrown down there. On the state level, September 11th terrorist act have gone still further. The state of Israel has took this opportunity, that is war against terrorism, to further humiliate the Palestinian people. India has availed this opportunity to abandon the freedom struggle of Kashmiri population. Muslims were burned to death by the direct help of provincial government in India. In Gujarat, China is taking this opportunity same way by harassing the Hui Muslims there. And interestingly, the Amnesty International reports that the Muslim people there are innocent and has no connection with the terror network Al-Qaeda. Many dictatorial governments in Muslim countries have created their dissidents who fight for their political and civil rights in countries like Egypt and Algeria. Those dictatorial governments are eliminating all people. I am Muslim, but not terrorist, and I will never be. Millions of people like me who are innocent and who despise terrorism because it is an evil act. My religion doesn't support terrorism or any kind of suicide attack, as the Quran addresses. And make not God's name an excuse in your words against doing good or acting rightly or making peace between persons. For God is one who hears and knows all things. Not kill or destroy yourselves. for verily God has been to you most merciful. Hitler was a Christian and killed millions of Jews. Does it mean that Christianity supports the killing of innocent people of other religions? Certainly not. Individuals' misunderstanding of religion cannot and should not be accepted as an evil act of any religion. Unfortunately, this fine concept could not be vividly demonstrated by some Western people and especially by a large number of Americans. Even peaceful and fair countries like Sweden, where I live, Muslims have been harassed because of their religion, because they are carrying Islamic names and identity. The case is more or less same across the whole Western world. Flows of prejudices against Muslims are nowadays common between Westerners. That is not fair. In the USA, some innocent Muslims have been killed openly. Their places of worship have been attacked and a large number of people have been harassed. One incident is particularly interesting. Someone gunned down a Sikh because he had beard and looked like a Muslim. This is not rational behavior and cannot be accepted. There are extremists amongst Muslims, amongst Christians, amongst Jews, and amongst Hindus. Let us punish the wrongdoers because they are evil people and not because they are Muslims or Jews. What I am telling now is that it is the act of vengeance against the Muslims in North America and in little scale in Western Europe. All these injustices and unfair are without any doubt fueling Muslim people to grow their sentiment against the West. Those who kill innocent people are no doubt the terrorists. Those who use the sentiment of people by the name of religion have no place in religion itself. Either they are Muslim or the followers of any other religions. Islam means peace and is determined to peaceful coexistence with people from different faiths and backgrounds, which the world has experienced throughout the history. In Spain until 1492, in the Middle East till the middle of 20th century, and in India for more than 500 years. Those who kill innocent people by the name of religion and those who declare crusade are similarly ignorant, and they are using each other to find their own interest. Let us fight against terrorism. Let us innocent Muslims also join you in this war, because certainly they also hate terrorism as you do. Let us also fight against poverty, illiteracy, and even the illegal occupations. Let justice and fair play prevail. The war against terror will be successfully won. Otherwise, we will be taking vengeances only, and wrongdoings will be countered by simply foul play. The plural community has been struggling to decrease the misunderstandings between people. We are working hard to find out the way of peace and peaceful coexistence beyond race, culture, nationality, and religion. Thank you very much.
I am very encouraged to be here today, to be with you and to be with Ms. McNally, and we will concur, I think, on that, and we will work with each other and the other members that I know within the Parliament who will support the causes that you presented. Gura Nila Mahave, which means thank you very much.
Not to be outdone, I would say diolch yn fawr, which also means thank you very much in Welsh. I think this afternoon we've covered many aspects of terrorism. Is nothing to do with religion, and that point was made very strongly by our friend from Sweden of Bangladeshi origin. It's nothing to do with any religion in the world, terrorism. It is an evil thing with evil motives. So thank you very much indeed for coming and bringing a bit of originality to the European Parliament, because we don't sing and dance, perhaps we should, and for making us think very hard about how we can work in our rural and much better for it society. Please enjoy the rest of your stay in Brussels, and please keep in touch. Thank you very much.
It's my privilege on your behalf to acknowledge with thanks various people who've contributed to this afternoon. We would not be here if it were not for funding that we've received through the European Commission, DG for Education and Culture, the Unit for Civil Society, is the group that has been particularly responsible for assisting us in arranging this. We acknowledge that with thanks, and we recognise that within the Commission, within the Parliament, there are those who are deeply concerned about the issues that we're concerned about. So we acknowledge that, and we look forward to building on that.